你好，
你好，
请我不要面条，要鸡有菜了。
只要菜是吧？
嗯，是的。
吃哪个呀？还是吃鸡肉？
鸡肉。
好的，这个没有不吃的菜吧？
都是啊。
好，就菜多一点。
你那天给了我是鸡肉吗？
那天是这个鸡肉对吧？这个鸡肉。
好，先是这个。因为没有面条，你应该菜加鸡蛋吧？
嗯，还你给我加一下。
请支付。
来，青菜多一点。吃油醋汁还是沙拉酱呀？
是的。
吃醋汁吗？
哪个是醋？
醋就是那个有点酸酸的。
我看一下吧。啊，不要，就
沙拉。
啊，
请支付。
再来一勺。
嗯。你可以算一下，我是拿手机，另外一个手机我开来呀。我这样的喊出来，就是因为我洗了自行车吧。很久还没洗过，就今天洗了，我喊了那么多了。
支付成功，15元。
好，谢谢。Hello, day one. Oh, I think this last semester, yeah, on this day, this summertime, see as I was sweating like a Christmas goat, a big Christmas cow. I had it tough that very day. You just guess why I was sweating this way. I had to pedal bicycle all the way from my hostel to my faculty. It wasn't easy for me. Sincerely, it wasn't easy for me because it's been a long time I stopped pedaling bicycle. I always use my electric bike, yeah, jumping sure. But that very day, I think I forgot to charge my bike, my electric bike, so I had to inconvenience myself and use the bicycle. And it was so hot. The way that body, I felt really bad this very day. Even as I got to the canteen, at the time I had to tell them that I do not need rice. Yeah, I just need vegetables. No rice, no spaghetti. And the rice I meant is that my brown rice, so I had to tell them, no, I need to opt out. Let me just take vegetables. I can't just tell the exact story, kind of the things that happened this very day. But I'm not gonna swear, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was quite awful that day, sincerely. Pedaling your bike under the hot sun, scorching sun, not just sunshine, but scorching one. I even had to kind of tell the chef, the lady that was dishing out the food, that was serving the food, I had to tell her because she was like, why are you sweating this way? What happened? I said to her, no, I pedaled bike today and it's been a long time, maybe probably a month or so I stopped pedaling bike, so kind of, I never felt so comfortable with that. But no, I just did that just for me to eat. And I can remember this was on a Saturday, yeah, on a Saturday or so. I think it should be on a Saturday. Because the only thing that made me leave my hostel this very Saturday is just that this particular canteen doesn't open on a Sunday. Yeah, this is one of the campus canteen that doesn't open on Sundays. So I just had to kind of pull up my clock and just come and have my lunch. This is lunchtime, yeah, I can remember. And some other students that live within the campus also come over here to eat. So I just had to make out time to come and eat. And sincerely, during the summertime, I sincerely do not feel comfortable, all this makeup stuff, having a gummy face, gummy body. I just feel maybe I should kind of have myself freshen up. So after eating, I'll just go back to my house and freshen up. I do not need this much heat. Because having much heat, sweating makes my body feel a little bit gummy. That's why the fact I took shower before coming out to have this lunch. So it's just like a lonely bird. And also, I think I added a lot here. Or not, I didn't add that much though, but I think I got that small body because my face looks a little bit fluffy and puff. I sincerely do not know what those people did to me that makes me always facilitate my ways back to this particular canteen. I'm always like facilitating back, navigating back to them. And I wouldn't like, if there is any other canteen that kind of serves food like them, most especially that shala that I talked about, the garnishing liquid stuff, milky liquid stuff, definitely I would have changed. I would have switched over. But no, they got me hooked. That hook will find me. And the cooking is cool though, it's cool because this is healthy. I always try to stay off much fried stuff. Yeah, I stay off fried stuff. If this should be their normal Chinese food, the fry, it won't be this expensive. Yeah, sure, it won't be 13, 15. You can see what I requested for just this vegetables, no spark and no rice. So the cost is 15 RMB. If I should add the rice and spark, one of them, I think it should be more than this. And because I didn't request for rice or spark, they had to give me a full egg. Normally they just slice it into two, give you one portion and then keep one portion. But this, I was given the whole portion of egg, the one full egg. So it's my time to enjoy. And this very day, I had it in mind that from canteen, I will touch some places, maybe the center of students unit. Once you get to that place, there must be an activity holding in school. Kind of students are always active. And they'll kind of give updates of cinema, theater, anything that you need to partake in. But I can't remember if I kind of navigated my way to the student center or I hid back home. I couldn't remember. Because this video was kind of last semester. Because summer is not yet out now. And I think after having that long pedal of that bicycle, I'm quite tired, yeah. As I'm eating, I'm just going through my phone, nothing serious, just to buy time and feel a little bit relaxed. But all the same, I've always been a huge fan of this particular canteen, yeah. But I have to switch. I think this is the last video I had with this canteen. I think so, but I can't pinpoint, but I'll look into it though. I think this is the last video I made in this canteen. And I switched over to the first canteen I visited when I get to the campus. Because this is not the first canteen I visited. My first canteen I visited, campus canteen, is just one. And one old man always kind of top up my meal for me. And he will say, oh, I guess you will like this. But I do not want you to pay for it. I just want to give it to you. That's what he will say. And just top it up for me. At the end of the day, I might not even like what he added. Because he will be like this. A prominent or kind of top-notch meal here. I'm adding it up to you. You can test it and give me feedback. Or that will just try it small. Try out small. Test it and say, oh, it's fine. It's okay. It's delicious. But eventually, I can't get myself to say, oh, it doesn't taste good. that should be quite naughty. I can't give him such a floppy feedback. I always like, oh, it tastes great, grandpa, because the man should be around 60 70 years old, but he's a chef. And that particular canteen, that's my first canteen. Whenever I get there and ask for extra rice, he will be like, give her more rice, she can finish it. I'm like, oh, is it because I'm a black girl? That's why you always have it in mind that, oh, we eat too much or what? Chinese people also, they eat too much though, because they're always like, they have varieties, maybe up to 4 or 5 meal serves. They can use their chopstick to pick each one the one. But we Nigerians, we do not deal on that varieties. We kind of go for 2 or less. Maybe rice, white rice, plantain, and banga stew, or white rice, or just rice and plantain with fish or a little bit stew. We don't kind of serve our meal like Chinese people. Chinese people, they always go for varieties. They can have more than 10, 15 at a go. And at a time, definitely, they might be able to finish it or not. Or that's if they feel like. So I do not think that I eat more but I don't even have to argue or challenge the man about that. I just have to let it be. Because every day I get there, I always ask for extra white rice. They don't have those brown rice. They only have white rice. And students are much there too. God. Anytime I want to go there, I always try to clock in as early as I can. The population is quite much, so plenty. So that is a good canteen too. And their meal is not expensive too. It's not up to 15 RMB. It's not up to 15 to 20 RMB. It's below that 10, 11. Yeah. But they do not have a healthy meat like this. They do not have those kind of meal I'm eating here. Vegetable, shala, all those ones. No, they don't have it there. Their vegetables are always fried. Yeah, they're always fried. And their chicken or whatever, beef, meat, fish is always seasoned. I mean, it's quite spicy, heavily spicy. Because I noticed that the majority of the Chinese students always rush down to that canteen. And Chinese, they love spicy food. So I think they channel their inner Chineseness to that particular canteen. It should be their favorite. But this one here is also cool. This particular canteen, I would just say my favorite though, is also cool. So there was this canteen I visited some time ago. Yeah, I had to meet a whole lot of professors there or more. And I didn't even kind of care. I didn't give anyone face. I just sat with them on the table. I never knew that all those people were staff, kind of school staff, university staff. But I sat there and kind of ate with them. One thing, just like I said initially, there's no segregation. Everyone eats as long as you can pay for your meal. And no one cares where you're from or what you're doing there. It's just normal sit down, eat and go. So I think that very day I couldn't make my video. I couldn't make my video. I was like, oh, more people are more here. And they're kind of, men looking at them, they're not just students or ordinary workers, they're professors. So I couldn't pull up my phone and my thing to make this video. Well, I felt bad that day though. But maybe some other time I'll click there too. But one thing about their soup, I tasted their soup that day. Their soup tastes great. Like, there's this once you buy something from campus canteen, they always serve you with soup, a little cup, not let's just say soup plate. They add water there, a water that is known, or you can address it as a soup. You eat with it, and that water most times it tastes something like they added a little bit sugar into it, a little bit. But at times, some people might not be able to kind of recognize that they added something to it, but all the same it tastes great. But that very canteen, the canteen I just told you guys about, I'm just talking about that. I met some professors there. That canteen, their soup tastes great. Yeah, it's not the sugary part, but I think maybe, let's just say, they used the water they serve for that soup is water they use in cooking a cow bone. Yeah, that kind of cow bone. Yeah, cow meat or cow bone. And at the same time, the water is just crystal clear. Yeah, it doesn't look like water they added spicy, that they spiced it up or they use it in cooking something. I don't know how to explain this, but more that water tastes great. I think that's the first place I decided to use the water. This canteen too, they have water, they have soup. Yeah, they call it soup that you can eat with. But most times, once I'm taking this vegetable meal, I do not go for that soup. Yeah, just like the previous canteen that I posted, they serve coffee. Yeah, that one, sometimes I pick up their coffee, sometimes I don't. But this one, why taking my vegetable food, I do not go for that soup. Yeah, I just let it be. But if I'm to eat anything fried, which I know that maybe or not, there's definitely going to be spice stuff or peppery stuff. So I always go with that soup. But for my vegetable meal, nothing like spicy or spice up. So I do it my way. So you can see your baby girl is always munching this food. If I should go through all my videos, I think I should have more of this canteen video. Yeah, because I'm always attracted and facilitated with the way they serve food. Not about the way they serve food and hygiene. Yeah, they're always presenting themselves as a top notch, and the way the chef always kind of communicates with students. Although it's everywhere, all the canteen, all the campus canteen, they do not kind of segregate. They serve you the normal way they serve others, and it's the same price. There's nothing like, oh, because you're foreigner, your meal price should be more expensive compared to the locals. No, it's the same. So just like I said before, if I should be at home taking this kind of food, it's certain that I will lick the plate. I'm never gonna use the spoon. I will just lick it with my tongue. But baby girl is not home now. I'm not in Nigeria, so I just have to control myself, maintain. Let it not be that, oh, this girl, you're so hungry. What happened? Haven't eaten for years. If I should tell you how tired I was this very day and I'm sweating this way, you gonna know how. So take good care of yourself. Bye bye.